now we're starting with Euro USD. So let's go to the bigger time frame. What I'm going to be doing is known as a top-down analysis. Top-down analysis is when you start from a higher time frame, then you work your way down. So as you start from a higher time frame, you have to point out your main key points. Key points are your zones and your trend. So you have to know the direction of the market. Before you go any further, you need to know the overall direction. So I'm about to do just that right now. I'm just pointing out important zones. Guys, it's not a need for you to put every single zone, as it'll just confuse you more and more. So point out key zones that are important to you at that point in time. Let's see what we have here. So we had an uptrend. That I know we had an uptrend which we broke. GBP USD say less. So yeah, we had an uptrend which we broke. This was our uptrend starting from here going all the way up. But as you can see right now, we are outside of the trend. So meaning we are liable to form a new trend. So let's zoom in and see what we have. From these wicks over here, I can really tell that we have a downtrend that is currently going. Yeah, we have a downtrend. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So currently we have pointed out our important zones as well as our trend, our current trend. So let me just fix this trend up quickly. Guys, once I start mentorships, I am going to show you guys everything, show you guys how to trade like a conqueror. I am going to point out every single detail that I know myself. So okay, right now we're on the 4-hour time frame, Euro USD. This is a downtrend. We had just hit our third touch over here. Kumo, I see your request. Let me just analyze a bit, then I'll get back to it. Yeah, but yeah, right now we have a downtrend. Just want to fix it again. Have to make sure that's sitting proper. Yeah, so downtrend, we had a third touch here. So from what I'm seeing right now is we have a series of lower highs and lower lows. That's what forms our downtrend. So let's start from right here. That was our high. I'll just change, let me change the color so that you guys can see it properly. Yeah, so I'm just gonna draw down how I see this and how it's moving. So this was our high over here. Lower high, since it's lower than this high. That's how you identify your lower highs and lower lows. If the next high is lower than the previous high, definitely a downtrend. If your current high is lower than the next high, it's an uptrend. So yeah, high, low, lower high. Let's go for our lower low. This is our lower low, lower high. Currently forming our lower low. So I want to show you guys something. This is a tip that I'm just going to add for you guys so that I help you guys, I don't know, catch better entries and understand the market a bit better. These are also like basic things for trendline trading. So trendline trading, as you can see, we have a high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, creating a lower low. So for you to find nice entries, this is a tip that I'm going to give, but then I'll explain it more in depth as we start the mentorships, because this is just a basic way of explaining it. But then I am just going to put down these. I'm going to remove them, then we're going to continue analyzing. But then I just want to show you guys something. Let me remove this and start it from the top, because I just saw something. So let's start it from all the way up here. This is our high, our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, still creating our lower low. So what I want to show you guys is this. These are basic things that you should know, and if you don't know them, I hope they will help you in your trading. So as you can see, we have a series of lower highs, lower lows. So the reason why they're important for you to see them is because, see, this is the lowest point that we got to. This is our lower low. Then we made a lower high. This was our support, by the way. It supported us up. Lower high. We broke under. We came back here to what? To this lower low. It became our lower high. This was our lower low, our new lower low. We broke it. We came back where? To our previous lower low. We created a lower high. So guys, this is just a tip for you guys to be able to trade better, to get better entries. Look at that. Look for, I call these swing points because this is where you can find a good entry. Impulsive move, correction move, impulsive correction, impulsive correction. You can see the difference. If it's an impulsive move, it has a longer move as compared to the correction itself. Then you have an impulsive move down, correction back, an impulsive move down, a correction. So that is the tip. Then yeah, let's get back to analyzing. I hope that will help you guys trade better and eat. It's not a feast if I eat alone, guys. We all have to eat. So yeah, back to the analysis, Euro USD. So we had just made our third touch over here. Then we started going down, creating a series of lower highs, lower lows within the trend line. As you can see, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, probably going to come back here. Let's see if we have a zone over here. Yeah, we do. So I'm going to remove those swing points. I was just explaining to you guys how you can catch proper entries. AUD USD. Let me just put down a list. So GBP USD. Personally, I don't trade AUD USD because it has done me dirty, but doesn't mean I can't analyze it. As a trader, guys, you have to find what you are comfortable with. So if you're comfortable with indices like Nasdaq, then you trade what you're comfortable with. Don't try to trade every single pair or every single indice, because you might actually be losing more than gaining while doing all of those. So yeah, let me just mark these. Then let me remove our swing points. I hope you guys understood the swing point strategy based on trend lines. So yes, what I am anticipating, let's go to the 1 hour time frame though to confirm what I think is going to happen with Euro USD. Is we are still going to catch a beautiful sell, as right now we are just retracing back to this point. Then we are going to go down here. So I'd look for sells right up here. This is my Euro USD analysis. So for me to say that is because I say that we had a series of lower highs and lower lows within the trend line on the smaller time frame. So you don't have to focus on just the bigger time frame analysis. You can look at the smaller ones, as you can also find key things. So this is a high, this is a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Gonna come back here to create another lower high and go down. This will be our swing point. This was our previous support. See, it is a respected support. This was a double bottom, shot all the way up here, came back down here, we supported, went back, then we shot back down. We are going to resist, then go down. So we still have a lot of bearish momentum currently, but then it'll only be confirmed once we get to this point and once we see reversal opportunities. Once we see those reversals, that's when we go in for sales, that's when we eat. So we'll monitor it again tomorrow, see how far it has went. Let's go to GBP USD. GBP USD, same thing guys. I had a clean sell, even broken, it's still going to continue selling, but then let's analyze and see what it has for us. This is GBP USD, so let's go to the bigger time frame. So guys, I'm sure if you are a regular person that like always joins the conquering sessions, you should know what I'm about to say by now. Look for key points being your zones and your market direction. Market direction being trend. So you have to know where the market is going so that you trade with the trend. Firstly, then regarding zones, you have to basically know your zones because those are your entry and exit points. So if you want a sniper entry, look for your zones. Know your zones, place your zones. They are very important. They may look confusing if you do not know about them, but trust me, they will help you in the long run. Place your zones, guys. If you don't know how to place a zone, wait for my conquering session. Not conquering session, my oh no, sorry guys, I just received something, but yeah, wait for my mentorships. Then once my mentorships start, I will teach you guys how to draw proper trend lines, how to draw proper zones, everything you need to know around those things, because it is not just about drawing a line, it is way more. My analysis is not hard to do. You just need to know what you're doing and how to see the market, how to interpret. So yeah, right now I moved down to the 4-hour time frame, and what I had noticed that we had an uptrend which we broke out of here. Then we came back to retest it on the trend line. Then we started making a series of lower highs and lower lows, but then we can probably draw a downtrend with what we have since we have broken out of our uptrend. So let's see how we find it. And this is our downtrend. I hope that you guys can see this. Let me know if you guys can still see my screen, if you guys can still hear me properly. But yeah, GBP USD, this is our current downtrend. So same thing applies, guys. Look for your lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, because those will help you find swing points. Swing points are basically proper entry points based off of the trend line. So yeah, we had hit our third touch, went down a bit, came back up here to touch again, which was our fourth touch. Then from there we started making impulsive moves down. So let's go to the 1-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, we get to see our lower highs and lower lows properly. So low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Probably going to come back for a lower high over here, then continue going down. So guys, it's not hard trading the market. It's really not hard. You just need to have the right knowledge, and with that knowledge you're going to learn, you're going to have to practice it, not just reading it, not just hearing it from someone. You're going to have to practice it too. So yeah, this is basically, let me show you guys the swing thing one more time based off of this. So this was a swing point over here. See, this was our lower low, we created a lower high, broke, this became, this was our new lower high and this was our new lower low. So you see how it works. Same thing happened over here. These are ways to find swing points, guys. If you're not sure where the swing point is, look for a zone within the swing point radius. So if you get something like this, for instance, just check back and see where a zone could be over here. But then as you can see, this was our lower low, went up for a lower high, we broke here, lower low, lower high is where previous lower low, we went down, we broke our current lower low, which became our previous lower low. We came back here, we did a double top on the previous lower low and became our new lower high. We shut down. So this is the swing trading. But then as of right now, GBP USD, what I'd wait for is to come back somewhere up here. Let me just remove these previous swing points. Try to keep your chart as clean as possible, it helps, so that you'll be able to see what's happening in the market. Let me just move this here a bit. Yeah, but basically my entry would be here on our previous lower low, create a new lower high. Our previous supports will become our current resistance. Then from there, that's where I will look for entries. But then I will wait for reversal first before entering. So yeah, that's GBP USD analysis. Let's go to AUD USD. So far, I hope that you are enjoying this. I hope that you are benefiting from this. So let's see what we have. We're on the daily time frame once again. We are here to look for our trend as well as our key points. So we have a downtrend currently on the bigger time frame, on the daily time frame to be exact. As we can see, this was a lower high, and another lower high. So we have a confirmed downtrend on the daily time frame. Let's just point out our zones. Another tip on finding zones: zoom out, look left. If it was respected once this side, it would have been respected somewhere at the back also. So just zoom out and look. If it was not respected at the back, then it might not be a confirmed zone. Keep that in mind for future references. When looking for zones, the market just doesn't just pass the zone. It has a reaction before it passes the zone. And hence we get our double bottoms, our triple bottoms, or any reversal, as well as a continuation pattern. That's where a flag starts. A flag starts on the zone. If it doesn't start on the zone, it goes back to the zone, and when it gets to the zone, that's where the impulsive move starts. So that's the importance of zones. So we have a downtrend. This is AUD USD, by the way. We have a downtrend on the daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see what it has for us. Currently, what I'm seeing is we are currently on a zone which is supporting, but then possibly we might break the zone to go and create a new low. but then let's try and see if we can find anything within the 4-hour time frame. So I'm not seeing a trend inside a trend here, or at least a valid one. I'm not seeing anything here. Let's just put this here for now. Then as time goes, we'll see if it's a confirmed trend or if it isn't. So we have a series of lower highs and lower lows within our 4-hour downtrend. So let's go to the H1 and see what we can find. So from what I am seeing already, we have a flag. A flag is a continuation pattern. Continuation patterns mean if the trend is down, or if price was basically going down, what's going to happen is it is going to continue going down. It is going to basically retrace a bit. So this is the bearish flag. Now this is the length of the flag. This is the flag pole. This is where the market impulsively shot down. Then it retraces a bit till it gets to a certain zone. Once it gets to that certain zone, it is going to continue moving down. So for AUD USD, I am saying that we're going to sell. Let me just look for a possible place where we could sell. We might actually sell from where we are, but then let's just confirm. I wouldn't enter any entries right now due to my rules, my trading rules. My trading rules don't allow me to enter trades at this time of the day, but I think, let me just move this. I think that we are going to move down from here due to the flag that we have. And on the higher time frame, I had said that we are going to go for a new low, breaking this support and making it our resistance. So the best place to enter would be if the market goes down here. We're possibly going to come back up here. Support is going to become resistance. Then from there, we're going to have an impulsive move down. So this is AUD USD. Guys, let me know what you want me to analyze for you. Whether it's a pair, whether it's an indice, anything, let me know, guys. Yes, this is AUD USD. So let me just recap on AUD USD quickly. The reason why I say it's gonna go down is because currently on the daily time frame we have a downtrend, but then on the 4-hour time frame we also have a series of lower highs and lower lows, which we have been respecting. This looks like a correction phase where we had gotten down to the lower low, then started correcting all our way back up to create a lower high. Then from there we came back here to our current low. We started a continuation pattern where we shot down, we got to our current low, then we started consolidating a bit, till we get to a certain zone. Then once we get to a certain zone, that's when we're going to continue shooting down, breaking this current low and creating a new low. NAS 100, say less. NAS 100 was actually our meal today. We ate NAS 100. So with NAS 100, it's kind of complicated right now in terms of like analyzing it from a higher time frame. It is really complicated. But let me just show you guys the analysis I have currently, so I don't have to start from the beginning. So basically on the higher time frame, I drew this uptrend. We have two touches on the uptrend. This was the beginning of it. This was the second touch. Then we had shot up. So we've had a series of higher highs and higher lows, as you guys can see. But then I think we're still going to continue going down. Right now, I am just noticing this now, but then we are on a possible zone. This is Nasdaq, by the way, guys. Nas 100. So this is a possible zone which we are at, which confirms one of the zones that I had put in previously prior to this new analysis that I'm putting in. So yeah, general movement is the uptrend. Then just make sure that you point out your zones. Guys, Nasdaq works with zones. Indices work with zones. I mean, everything works with zones, but for Nasdaq, if you want a sniper entry, you need to know your zones. You need to point out your zones. So let's go. Oh wait, before I go to 1 hour time frame, let's just break this down. So this was a downtrend that just got invalid as soon as we broke out here, then came back in here. Unless this was a liquidity dip where the market basically went past the place where it knew people would enter just to take stop losses over here, then come back up as it was supposed to. What I am also seeing is that we have a series of lower highs and lower lows currently. So let me just remove this. This is not important anymore. The reason why I say we have a series of lower highs and lower lows, we're still on the H4 time frame, by the way. So this is a low. We created a high here. Then we came back. This was a higher low. A higher low. We shot up. We broke this high, creating a new high. Then now we're back here. There's two possibilities to this, but then let's go to the 1 hour time frame to see what it has for us. So let me just remove this. But yeah, we are in an uptrend currently. Then on the H1 I was able to find this uptrend where we had our first touch, second touch, and third touch with this wick. Then we had broken out here. I thought we had retested here, but then this was not the proper retest. We came down here, came back up to retest. And then from here we've just had down movements where we had impulsive move down, retracement move up, impulsive move down, retracement up. So the trade that I had today was this one. This is the trade that we had today in the conquering group. In the conquerors group, this is the trade that we had today, which was a huge sell. Actually, this was a very huge sell. Gotten even further than my TP. So yeah, regarding Nasdaq, I would not trade it now. For now, all I can say is let's wait for it to get back up here, then see how it reacts here. The reason why I'm saying let's see how it reacts here is because for me to get my trade, I was looking at the swing points. Swing points, as you can see, we'd go down, touch here, consolidate or retrace back up, break the swing point, come back and retest it. Previous support became current resistance. We shoot down from there, we break the previous low, come back, retest the previous low, then we shoot down again. So I am expecting us to at least come back here. From here we will come back down. This will be our first take profit. See how it reacts there. If it breaks, we go